Hey everybody, it's Sean checking in with you. Hope everybody's doing well. Gonna kick off a vlog series here while we're all under quarantine and bored as shit, not doing anything, and Vicky's laughing at me, right? And hopefully some of you will be laughing with me and at me. You can laugh at me, but hopefully more
Looking at that hair.
at the time you're laughing with me. Yeah, Vicky's pointing at my hair, so yeah, let's just address that right away, right? And I probably shouldn't be fucking touching myself, but I can't when you have a head of hair like this. You've been blessed as I have. You have to run your fingers through the lettuce. And okay, I'll stop touching myself. But yeah, I don't know what's going on up here. Well, I do know what's going on up here. I haven't ran a comb through it in probably what, Vicky, 2 weeks at least. You know it's bad when your barber sees one of your TikTok posts and he's like, "Dude, you need to get in here." So I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I do need to get in there and see you." But unfortunately, it's gonna have to wait until after the quarantine is lifted. Um, but yeah, this is crazy with this fucking hair, right? Like, trust me, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. It's not a complaint. This is only what about a month of 1 month of growth on here since I've maybe had my last haircut, but it comes in so thick, like yeah, I'm definitely blessed in that way. The genes handed down to me from my parents, or specifically my dad. My dad has this same set of hair. He's like 70 something years old, and he's got this same head of hair. It doesn't flow quite as nicely as mine does, but he's got kind of the same thing going on up here. But yeah, man, so yeah, I'll get that addressed soon. But really, part of making these is just to kind of take a mental break and maybe vent a little bit, maybe talk about things that have made me happy or made me laugh or made me smile or things that are pissing me off, whatever. But nonetheless, we all kind of need a break during the day just to kind of vent and just to kind of get like some mental, just a mental break, right? Especially if you're one of those people who are working from home, you're likely stuck in your little home office, and it's probably not the most ideal situation. I'll flip the camera around. You can kind of see my little setup here. So I've got a kind of a window here. I've got a neighbor here, and she's already annoyed to all hell, which that is the typical. That's kind of the typical effect that I have on my office mates. Um, so it's nothing that I'm not used to or really don't just even ignore, and not give any fucks about. So, but anyways, yeah. So this is kind of our little office space. It's tidy, but it works for us. We've got this cool desk, and it raises up and down, so we can stand up and sit down. Vicky keeps asking me why she keeps finding me with the desk in the standing position, but yet I'm sitting in the chair with my arms fully extended. I'm not sure if she's picking on me or if she's genuinely concerned for my ergonomical, well-being. But either way, I just do what I do, right? And I just go with it. But yeah, fortunately, and what we're talking about, kind of work stuff, and I don't want to get too much into it, but both of us are very fortunate that our employers, allow us to work from home and have gone, to great lengths to make sure that we have what we need to work from home, and then also we have the bandwidth and what we need to make sure that our families and our homes and are all well taken care of, and that there's the right balance and all of that. So that's great, really gratefully appreciated. Now there's a lot of you out there, or a lot of people in the world rather, who don't have those same circumstances, and that's really to me one of the biggest you know um, misfortunes of all of this is on top of people being ill and potentially losing their lives, is that people and small businesses are being dramatically impacted, and that really sucks. I mean, we're talking about the donut shops, the dry cleaners, all of the mom and pop type places which aren't considered essential services. They're shut down right now, right? And these those people, their livelihood and their children's livelihood and their homes depend on them bringing that paycheck home. So hopefully, and one thing I won't get into with you here is politics. We may make jokes about it here or there, but but it does. The one thing I'll say, and I'll leave it at that, is I really hope that the help for the people who really need it doesn't get bogged down or become a victim of politics, right? Like, I think it's should be very far up on the list, to help people maintain or to help people get the support they need financially and otherwise, so they can keep their businesses afloat and keep their homes and their children and all those things taken care of. But otherwise, pretty low key weekend for us. This was probably the first weekend where it was really extremely slow. Like, I kept looking at the clock and was like, wow, it's only an hour from the last time I checked. And yesterday I took a nap on the couch and I woke up, and typically when I take a nap, I wake up and it's like the next day. It's like you're getting ready for work, like in not too much longer. And I woke up and it was like an hour later and still 3:30 in the afternoon. And I was thinking to myself, what in the fuck am I going to do for the rest of the day? So what I did was went to the donut shop because that's essential and it's still open, and we've got this amazing donut shop over near our house. And it got me to thinking after we got back and I was eating this donut, which was it wasn't all that good, but it was, we did something, we got out. And was I've been eating like a fucking madman since this whole thing has started. Like, you're at home and you don't know what to do with yourself, so you're just like, oh, I'll have a fucking donut, or oh, I'll go make a microwave burrito, or oh, I'll go make another microwave burrito. Like, two fucking microwave burritos within like a 40-minute time period. Like, that's not good. That's not good at all. So, gonna have to slow down the eating on this journey. And I don't know if maybe you need to move the home office. Maybe we need to move it somewhere away from the kitchen so we can't just pop up and be in the kitchen. Or maybe we just need to have some kind of self-control. Like, I don't know, but
It's all the sweet stuff.
see, there you go. Like, I'm out on an island on my own, right? Like, I mean, I'll come back to the office, and if whenever we get back, and I mean, I'll look like Sherman fucking Clump if I don't get a kebab, put the kibosh on this. I mean, I'm not, the platform I'm working from already. I'm already. Let's just say I'm past the at risk stage, right? Like, I'm kind of down the path. So yeah, definitely need to be a little more cognizant of like what we're eating, how we're eating, or how I'm eating and what I'm eating. I've got Miss America next to me, who she can eat anything, um, or Miss Mexico. She's got dual. But anyway, yeah. So it's like, I don't know if the rest of you guys are doing the same thing. You're out there eating, this comfort food and all this shit, and you're like I'm making shrimp linguine tonight. So I'm gonna like eat 6 pounds of butter with some shrimp and some pasta.
I'm gonna put on a face mask.
But yeah, we went out the other day too, and the toilet paper thing, right? Like, let's just address that, right? Like, can somebody please tell me what in the world is going on with the toilet paper shortage? Like, are people really wiping that much ass? Like, that there needs to be a hoarding of the toilet paper? I mean, are people wrapping themselves up at night in this shit like a mummy? Or I don't understand what the big supply and demand, or the demand for supply, is here with this. And so maybe somebody out there maybe somebody else can enlighten me, but I don't get it. I've been going to the grocery store like every fucking morning looking for toilet paper, and of all places, we finally got some. I don't know if you saw the TikTok I posted the other day, but we finally found some. And of all places where we found toilet paper was some guy in a car club that we know through social media. And this guy turns out to be like the toilet paper plug. He works at Ralph's or Vaughn's, nearby. And he's like, yeah, come by, and we're putting out, limited quantities at a time for people. So we weren't doing anything unethical or that we shouldn't be doing, right? Like, it's the last thing I want to condone. Because trust me, if I see somebody at the grocery store hoarding a bunch of toilet paper, they might get tackled. I mean, I don't know if, at this point, nerves and, tempers running high. But anyway, so we found the toilet paper plug through a stranger on social media, somebody who we know um, through our car club, and he belongs to another car club. And the guy came through and hooked us up with some toilet paper. So we went out and got that. Um, Came back, felt pretty accomplished. The grocery stores are now starting to like be a little bit more stocked up. Like you couldn't really find, um, any beef, eggs. Definitely not toilet paper. But then it was at a point where everything was gone, and like people like stop. Like there's gonna be enough food for everybody. You don't need to hoard 4 months worth of food and stock your freezer in your garage. I mean, just stop already, please. And when you go to the grocery store, and I know I'm ranting a little bit here, but I'm gonna like shit or get off the pot. Like people are standing in front of like the beef section, looking at an empty rack for like 5 minutes, and like there's only so much room in the grocery store. Like, get the fuck out of the way. Like, get into the store, get what you need, and get the hell on. Like, you're in the way. We live kind of next to a retirement community. I guess I'll say it like that. So yeah, we get a real nice blend of folks that are in our shopping or in our Vons, our grocery store. So yeah, it's always an adventure going through there, even on a normal day. But yeah, stop hoarding. Have a little patience, and try to just kind of give people the benefit of the doubt. But don't stand in front of an empty shelf for 5 minutes, because that's when I can't give you the benefit of the doubt. That's when I lose all my patience, and that's when I'm likely going to ask you to move politely, or I'm going to kind of brush by you and try not to give you an elbow while I'm doing so. But other than that, everything's just been PG. We've just been hunkered down with the animals. And that's about it. Just be well, take care of yourselves. Go and check out my TikTok. I'm going to be doing some TikToks over there. We've got some fun ones planned, and so check me out over there. I believe it's Sean, the number 2 win is my TikTok, I think. Yeah,
I thought it was a picture.
I'm confirming my TikTok, but I think
Okay. No, I have Sean Pishke.
it's at Sean Pishke is my TikTok in here.
I want to spell out your last
I'm
name.
gonna show this to you so if you guys want to see it. This is a shameful plug. There you go. That's my TikTok right there. Go check it out. We've got some fun things planned over there. Also, I'll be trying to do, I don't know if I can do this daily, but I wanted to do like kind of no more than 20-minute vlog posts, maybe a couple of times a week, or as things come up. But if you like this, cool. If you don't, then cool, whatever. But if you want to see more, or there's something else you want to see that I'm talking about, or something you don't like, definitely tell me in the comments. If it's something you don't like, I'll probably ignore you. But if it's something that you do like or you enjoy, then I probably won't ignore you. But be well out there. Stay away from the news media. We've had to do it ourselves. This morning, Vicky had to remind me to turn off the 24-hour news media, because yes, they are trying to scare the shit out of us. This is like very real. I see people on social media who are blowing this off, and so, but it's got to be somewhere in the middle, right? Like, we shouldn't be blowing this off. We should be heeding any guidance that we're receiving from our local authorities, government, etc. But we also shouldn't be raiding the grocery store in an apocalyptic frenzy. So, be well. Try to find things throughout the day to keep yourself, mentally and physically engaged. Stay away from the cookies. That's really more of a note to myself. And be well, and we'll see you next time.